We are back with another episode of Nothing But Facts. Season 2, episode 39. I'm Chloe Rogers, grandson of Steve Rogers, son of Aaron Rogers. And I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world, Mr. Trill Bill.
It's another glorious Sunday. Stress-free. Ravens ain't play. I was able to watch other teams stress, do some wild shit, lose games and shit. So, stress-free, eating chicken. Ravens play tomorrow. Ain't nothing more to say.
And we lost in fantasy, so we don't got to worry about that
Shit,
league anymore.
Man,
It's over.
I had one bye, and then I had the worst. Bruh, my fantasy season, bruh, I ain't even finna get into that discussion right now.
Yeah,
For some reason with
sad.
you always draft. Last year you drafted fire team.
Bruh.
AB does his shit.
AB,
Big Ben goes down,
oh
so
my
Juju,
God.
that happens to him. But you just fried out. And then this year, you just had bad luck.
Bruh, Saquon was like, my knee
Saquon
explosion, and I was,
about that,
bro. I saw it live. I was like, bro, I remember the trade happened and all, and the trade gets vetoed, and I still got Saquon,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
now
you were
we
sick.
sick now. We sick.
Hey,
Cheese is sick too.
that's how the chips fall.
Lamar has to score 135 points for him.
No, he only needs to score 72. Like, we're good.
What?
We're good. We're in. We're
Jeez,
in
you're
this.
down 50. Oh, okay.
We're in
You
this.
gained some shit, but
We're
Jonathan
in
Taylor
this.
needs 2 touchdowns. DK
Bro, why did
needs
they
another
do that
one.
with him? He didn't play the whole second drive. That doesn't make any sense.
I was gonna tell you to start Brandon, but you, because
Ayuk, he got a touchdown. Please don't say he got a touchdown.
no, but he has 6.6 points.
Gosh.
You just out there being active already, bro. Like, bro.
Yeah, that's.
Raheem Mostert then went to the locker room, bro.
Oh my gosh, he's the running back now. Oh God.
Damn, I forgot I had this
Debo
bet.
Samuel probably a running
You could
back,
do
bro.
this shit.
Nah, he got hurt on the first play.
This shit is lit. You place parlays.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Betting
on it.
over and unders, yeah, bro.
But we on facts or crack right now.
Jesus, bro.
Win some money, bro.
It's a lot.
What's the first topic?
There's a lot of stuff that's been happening today. We're gonna stick with the football today. Early window. I think we only had like 5 games, but the late window they finally didn't fuck it up, and we had like 7 games. And one of the games is Jalen Hurts getting his first start against Taysom Hill.
They're evil just because that defense is so fire.
Yeah,
Playing
that's
out there with the Wolves.
it's gonna be a struggle. He got a TD. So facts or crack. Is
Ooh.
Carson Wentz gonna be an Eagle next season?
I think it's definitely crack. Like, he's not gonna be an Eagle next year,
But
bro.
don't they have to still pay him if he's not on the roster?
I think if
Shit.
they trade him, it's okay. But if they can't cut him, is what it is.
Oh, okay. So
It
yeah,
is-
there's someone out there. Yeah, then I'd say crack if they don't have to pay him if they trade him, because I feel like there's someone out there that'll give him something.
I believe it's a $60 million hit if they just cut him if he's not on the team.
Yeah, because it's like they have to pay him like 29 million, and it's like 30 million.
Yeah,
shit like
no, that's why you wait to sign your peoples,
that. Who would try to trade for Carson Wentz?
and that's why we're here right now. That's why we're here right now.
The Jets, Denver. I'm not sold on Drew
But if
Lock.
they do that, what are they gonna do with their pick?
What about him?
Shit, you give that to the Eagles at this point.
What? That would be wild.
Eagles will get a first or second for Carson Wentz. Still, he's still a starting quarterback.
But
Not
a top 3
the-
pick?
Yeah.
Maybe the
not
number
no, no,
one?
no, no, no,
Possibly
no,
the
no, no,
number
no,
one
no,
overall
not a
pick?
top 3 pick. I'm
Okay.
saying you get a first round pick.
I think they have 2 first-round picks this year. So if
Mm.
they do
Just
have
like-
2 first-round picks, they can
They
get
got
the second.
flexibility, bro. They
Okay,
ain't stuck.
Okay. Another team that we
Eagles
have
are
Carson
up
Wentz going to.
10-0.
Do we have another team for Carson Wentz possibly? The Bears maybe.
Yeah.
Bro, the Bears
we
is
spoke
like,
about
we
that.
just need
Mhm.
somebody, bro. The Bears to take Dak,
He's better than
Cam,
Trips.
anybody that's
Anybody.
like a competent person that can just not throw the ball to the other team consistently. They could
Mhm.
do that, bro, because their defense ain't bad.
The defense ain't bad. Their coach is really good. They
What
got
about
pieces
the
on
Giants?
offense.
If Daniel Jones doesn't work
Yeah, their defense fine. They just need a
Mhm.
quarterback,
Their
and
defense
they
is
need to
a lot
get an
better.
offense because Golden Tate gonna kill everybody.
out, yeah, that can't be your number one receiver. And Sterling Shepard's always having concussions.
Golden Tate's mad every time he catches the ball.
Exactly,
Because
bro.
what happened with Jalen Ramsey, bro? He walking around with a chip on his shoulder. He can't anyone little bro him.
Nobody, little bro.
But ain't you get clowned by him? He like 9 years younger than you.
Bro, he dated his sister, bro. He probably said some wild shit to that man,
You know,
bro.
Jalen
Wild
Ramsey did
shit.
say some wild shit.
Yeah.
I would have,
that
bro.
got
I would have got ejected that game. I would have straight up told coach, like, bro, I'm being here for a game. I'm being here for player 2. Soon as he get next to me, do something.
And I'm missing
I'm
the next 3
gonna just
games.
punch him.
Oh,
I'm gonna
word?
just punch him, bro. Like,
Oh wow.
Through the helmet. Just gonna
Bruh.
break
Through the helmet? Fuck
you
it.
seen what Javon Williams did, bro. If we punching through helmets, bro. Like, you know, we don't think with our common
TT?
sense,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Nope.
if you rip someone's helmet off
Mm-hmm.
and then punch him, you done for the rest of the
What
season.
if I rip their
Yeah.
helmet off and then hit them with it?
Oh yeah, you might get arrested.
I mean, thankfully, Myles Garrett was a good player.
Yeah, because if you weren't a good player,
if I
that's
did
assault.
that, they would have kicked me out the league. Roger Goodell would have made an example
no
out
cap,
of me.
no cap. I think
100%.
even a decent enough player, if they did that to Tom Brady, they're in prison right now.
Oh yeah, if you do that to Tom Brady, you're in jail. You're doing legit jail time.
Bruh.
You got a big charge.
Roger, bro, you would have a fine waiting in your locker as soon as you get
So
off the
big.
field, bro.
Roger Goodell would be
the
there.
whole year's salary.
Fine, police with handcuffs.
They would just be
Black
like, "So your NFL career is over, sir."
Resisting arrest, everything.
Everything.
Like, bro, it's terrible.
We throwing this man under the jail.
It's terrible. Carson Wentz is not an Eagle next year. That's all I know.
That is big facts.
I agree.
Next facts are correct question. We're gonna move on to another quarterback
Mhm.
who's not doing so well right now. Cam Newton. If you started Cam Newton, he put up 2 points last week. That's sad for you. So facts are correct. Is Cam Newton gonna be a Patriot next year? And then I have a follow up facts or correct question to that.
Really depends on what pick they end up with. Like
Mhm.
if they
What they can
finish,
do with it, pretty much, yeah.
if they finish 8-8 and end up like with the 15th or 16th overall pick, and they can't get one of those top 3 quarterbacks, then nah.
What happens if they go and they take like Kyle Trask or someone like that?
Don't sleep on my
They
dog.
don't, they,
Kyle
don't, they don't take one of the
Trask.
top.
I
threes.
expect Cam to be on the team for at least another year then.
Can we name the top 3 quarterbacks for the people that might not know? It's Trevor Lawrence.
Justin Fields.
And Trey Lance,
Yes, just in case they don't know
Mhm.
about Trey Lance out of.
North Dakota State. You
Okay,
feel me?
I had to let them know because.
I don't know how that's turned into a quarterback powerhouse now. All of a sudden,
Hey, whoever that coach is, he about to get paid when he ready to.
Mhm.
he just gonna be like, "Fuck it, I can stay here forever, bro. I can be the new what the dude is in Duke. How he's called the quarterback whisperer for the
yeah.
Mannings and shit.
Yeah.
He ain't do no whispering, bro. He was just like, hey, do what you do best.
Your last name Manning.
Exact, bro.
Just keep doing
Bro,
it.
they got a nephew right now that's a sophomore.
He's going
Demon.
in.
Yeah,
He a
Yep.
D- no, I
he's
think he a
different.
freshman, bro. Bro,
He's
6'4".
Where do you think he's going? Tennessee? Most likely. Ole
Shit.
Miss, Alabama.
Oh my gosh, if he goes with Lane Kiffin,
Fuck that. He going
number
to
1
Bama.
overall.
Nick Saban gonna be like,
If he-
come on.
But
It's
they,
a
they're
wrap.
gonna go undefeated for 2 straight years. 3 straight years.
Easily.
I just wouldn't watch basketball. I mean, I wouldn't watch sports, bro.
Yeah, no, that would be too much.
Forget sports at that time, bro. It's not worth it anymore.
But we got a little bit off topic. Cam on the Patriots next year. What if their pick is too low? What they doing with Cam?
Oh, if they have a chance to get one of those top 3 quarterbacks, then Cam's gone.
But if they don't,
Cam's there.
okay.
Yeah, they're gonna have
That's
to
just
make-
how I
they're
feel
gonna
about
have
That's
to
just
work
how
for
it is
another
right there.
year.
Okay. Follow up question: is Bill Belichick a Patriot next year? Facts or correct?
100%.
Unless
100%?
somebody die, unless
Yeah,
Bill
he's not-
Belichick die, like
yeah,
what?
like I don't think he's.
Y'all think
like,
he's attached
I
to
don't-
that franchise?
I don't think he would leave the Patriots. Like after the Patriots, he's gonna like retire type shit. Like
Robert Kraft, bruh, who do you hire? Like honestly,
you would have to hire Josh McDaniels.
he
That's
might
the only
just sell
person
the
you could hire.
Patriots and leave.
Yeah, he
bruh,
might.
honestly, you just quit your job at that point. It's like, bruh,
But
it's not
Tom
even
left
worth
and
it.
now Bill's retiring. Yeah,
I-
I'm
I-
done too.
I asked the question because how long do you think Bill Belichick really? How long do you think he's going to coach for?
Depends if
He
they
could
get-
coach for
if
like
they
15
get-
more years,
if
right?
They get one
Easily,
of
right?
these top 3 quarterbacks, he'll coach till he's 90,
Right? Okay.
80. Fuck, however old he is right now.
What if he's
Add
like?
15, 20 years on that?
What if he's like? Fuck all that. I want to go to a team that's going to get one of these 3 quarterbacks.
I highly doubt Bill Belichick is willing to leave
Yeah.
and try to go get a new coaching staff and convince 53 other people of his ways and how he runs shit.
What?
Cause he's an evil person, bruh.
They
They don't have no souls in New England, bruh. You a robot, bruh.
You right.
You
You
just go there, you do your job.
Remember what
go
he told
home.
Aaron Hernandez?
You're
He's like,
right.
I fear for my life. He's like, okay, I'm not trading you.
Exactly, bruh. Man probably could still be alive to this day. We
Practice
never
5
know.
a.m.
No, you're right. But I feel like once he steps in the room, it just changes the whole culture.
Yeah, people
especially
do
if you
respect
don't
him, but
have
I
a
just,
culture.
I just personally don't see him leaving New England.
Only reason I ask that is because there's a team that's gonna have a top 3 pick that has a solid defense, and definitely is gonna have a coaching vacancy next year in his division.
You think that the Jets have a top
Jets?
defense?
Wasn't he already with the
They have a
Jets?
decent defense. I said they have a decent defense.
It was a long ass time ago. Long.
And
long.
You saw
didn't
that play
work
Marcus
out.
made today.
I'm not sure. Was he with the Jets?
He was with the
he
Jets
was with,
years ago.
Whatchamacallit, he was on Bill Parcells' staff, if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see him going to the Jets, bruh. Like you got
Yeah.
too much to rebuild over there, bruh. Like You got nice. Don't get me wrong. You've got nice individual pieces. Marcus May, Jamison Crowder.
Mm-hmm. CJ Mosley will be back.
He fried.
Oh, dang.
He makes Sam Darnold into an MVP candidate. Wow.
Nah, he would get rid of that boy.
You would look at him and be like, nah.
He'd be
Trevor
like, bro.
Lawrence.
He'd be like, give me Joe Flacco, bro. I'll turn Joe Flacco into Tom Brady.
What?
Fuck
Give me
it.
Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna have the top pick.
There's that too, but I'm just like,
That's the only reason I asked.
If there's a lot of things to take into account, bro, because it's like if I'm Trevor Lawrence, if the Jets don't fire Adam Gase, I don't know how I can confidently enter the draft, bro. Like I know I'm the number one quarterback. I know I'm gonna be the number one pick, but I have to go deal with that for my rookie year.
No, they have to do that as soon as like it says 0-0-0 on week 16. He's fired.
If they don't fire Gase, he needs to pull a Eli Manning. Even if he gets drafted and he sees Gase when he walks in, he's like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Facts or crack? Would he pull a Eli Manning?
It's just real simple, bro. You just gotta tell him, look, I'm not dealing with this coach, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You could draft
see what
me.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
I won't sign that contract, nigga. I will go back to college.
I will go back to college.
Okay,
that's the ultimate threat.
Do you understand that Clemson and Dabo would thank me and praise me, and I wouldn't even have to go to class, bro? I would I could just show up, practice, go home.
They would not care.
I wouldn't even be enrolled at Clemson, bro. I'd just be there, just show up, play football.
Play football.
That's it, bro. Like,
okay.
That's what I would do if I'm him, because it's like, if you get any other coach, then yeah, you can move forward, give it an attempt, all that good shit. But bruh, we've seen Adam Gase damn near ruin 2 quarterbacks at this point.
Yeah, he's
Ryan Tannehill looks more than competent at this point, and
Ryan Tannehill got the bag. That's all
I
you
feel
need
like
to know.
if Sam Darnold had a different chance or just a different coach, bro, he would probably give you some different looks as well. So
you've seen
I think
flashes
so as
of
well.
it.
Yeah, he shows it every now and again. All right, we're gonna move on to basketball with this next facts or crack question. This guy just tried to stage a whole mutiny against the NBA. I'm not gonna lie, he could have fucked up a lot of stuff, but he wants out of there. James Harden does not want to be a Rocket. He's sick of the culture. So facts or crack.
He wasn't doing anything bad. He was just chilling with Lil Baby.
I mean, he was just chilling with Lil Baby without his mask on in the pandemic. On his birthday, he gave him a product bag because he proud of him.
He has to look cool in front of his friends. He can't like.
He gave him a product bag with honey buns because he proud of him.
It wasn't just a product bag with honey buns. He also gave him $250,000.
He said I got a honey bun and honey buns.
And honey buns.
I will say
he's lit for that.
If there's one thing I learned from James Harden and Lil Baby is that I need new friends.
They're good friends. They have a nice
Open
relationship.
a bag, $250K.
But going from Atlanta to Las Vegas during the pandemic while your team is in Houston doing training camp,
bruh,
You only live once.
YOLO.
He wanted to do this.
I really only see him going to a big market, honestly. Philly, New York, well, Brooklyn for that matter, and Miami,
Please don't do that, James.
Well, I'm just like,
that's not good for your health.
Oh, of course, bruh. He's finna run up these strip clubs because he can't go to Milwaukee. You heard of a nigga going to a Milwaukee strip club before?
If he goes to Miami,
exactly, bruh. Milwaukee strip clubs don't even compete. Like, bruh, he finna.
It's already lit down here, but like if he comes down here and the pandemic's over, oh yeah, no, it would be
practice game strip club. Practice game strip club.
No,
bruh. He would have.
He gonna drop triple doubles.
He would have a James Harden suite at Tootsie's.
If
bruh.
Duncan Robinson is still here, he's gonna make Duncan Robinson his wingman just cause.
He's gonna be like, "That's my white boy."
Yep, exactly.
That's his. He ain't even got to introduce him. That's my white boy right
there.
You
already know who that is.
I kick it to him. He could shoot it. He shoot better than me.
I don't know why I had an epiphany. If you guys were to get James Harden, it would remind me of like that whole team. Like you guys are all underdogs, like kind of like the bad boy Pistons, and you got that swagger.
Okay.
I don't know why that just popped up in my head.
I can see that.
The other thing is, if we get James Harden, he gonna have to like no cap, kind of cut out the strip clubs because
has to.
Pat Riley,
Jimmy gonna look at him and be like,
"Fuck that." Pat Riley gonna look at him and be like, "You're a fat fuck." There's no other way to put this, bro. You're out of shape. You need to get it together. You're not.
He cut 15 pounds.
Like, bro, you see Udonis Haslam? He's 40 and he got a 6-pack.
Exactly.
You need to get it together.
Hit these suicides. Stop hopping in suicide cars.
I'll be like, bro, honestly,
Little Baby.
Little Baby. Pat's like, I know who Little Baby is, but you need to listen.
He's like, I don't listen to that boom boom bap shit.
Boom bap.
I don't do that.
No, we don't play that here. We play country music. Shout out Jimmy Butler.
Bro, I don't want him in Miami, but he's only going to a big market. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, me too.
Miami, Philly, New York. You said New York, but I feel like they don't have enough pieces.
No, like Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Oh, that's what you said. New York. Makes sense. Do we have another possible landing spot for him?
Clippers.
No, he ain't gonna go to the Clippers.
Hey,
they already gave up everything to get PG. There's no way they
might give up even more.
It would have to be PG. That would be the only thing.
What if you traded PG for James Harden?
Yeah, that would be the only thing.
I think you need like 2 picks.
You probably need
2 first round picks.
If Houston accepts that trade, they're on crack.
The thing is,
they're trying to get everything they can because eventually he's gonna.
Shit, you get back a superstar who's locked up for 5 years. You still got John Wall. You got him for 3 years at the bare minimum.
And Paul George could be that number 1 option now.
He could just be like, "Look, this is my team," and John Wall gonna be like, "Look, you wildin', but we gang members over here." So,
so you could do that. Go ahead.
Exactly. They ain't got no problems with that. They finna make it work.
The problem is there's not many young assets.
What happens if? But it's not a big market, but hey, it's a fireplace. Denver.
That was what I was gonna say.
Denver got the pieces.
They have pieces, but I feel like Michael Porter Jr. would have to be in that deal unless they just give up their whole bench.
I love
get rid of him.
I love these young players because there's so much potential in the future. But if it's James Harden,
100%, I feel you.
If they want Tyler Hero, okay. If they want Michael Porter Jr., if they want Shea, it don't matter.
Nah, Tyler Hero could stay. Tyler Hero could stay, but Denver, it would make sense because they have a lot of excess pieces.
I had a question about that you just reminded me about. Would you say Tyler Hero, like when James Harden was on the Thunder, could you say they're kind of comparable? Like Tyler Hero now and James Harden on the Thunder?
I mean, if James...
You could see it.
If James was starting, if James got more touches?
Not even. If Tyler Hero could just keep taking these next steps, because James Harden showed the flashes. You know, he had a great series against the Spurs that first couple of years, like everything of that nature. So I just think it may be a little too soon just because it was only 1 year for Tyler Hero, and it's like we do bang with him, but it's like we also compared him to Devin Booker. So it's like
true.
You can either go one of 2 ways. Neither way is a bad way, but they're 2 different paths.
I asked that to say, did you see James Harden being the scoring champion 3 times when he left?
I didn't know James Harden was on it like that.
Nah, I don't think any of us. I don't think anybody really saw that. That's why I'm saying like Tyler Hero, like potential. Yeah,
I feel
you
like just
give
with
it
the
on
media
paper.
Shit, there's just so much hype, especially
like,
just after like a playoff run in the bubble. Like
he's getting way hyped up.
You gotta give it like
give him some time.
Let's see this year. Let's see if he goes out averages like 18 or 20, and he maybe even starts.
It's gonna be crazy, but James Harden gone. I don't see him playing for Houston this year. Because at this point, it's like you would have had a meeting with somebody, owner, coach, teammate, somebody, bro. But he ain't trying to be there. It's even if he's contractually supposed to be there, when he have to still sit out, he's on day 2 or day 3 of COVID procedure, so he's not even gonna be eligible until like the 16th, bro.
Yeah.
So you come in with 6 days of training camp and you gonna play Christmas. Do they have a Christmas Day game?
Nah.
Nah, the Rockets don't have one.
Sad day, but I'm pretty sure they got either opening night on the 23rd, like our other NBA team. So it's like, bruh, he gonna be fried, and it's either you start looking at fines or I don't know what, but he need to get his shit together because at the end of the day, you're obligated to be there. You were the first person to get that $200 million extension and everything of that nature. So
yeah, he
got to get with it, bros.
He was fucking it up. Trying to fuck up the player movement for everybody.
Their first game is on the 23rd against the Thunder.
Ooh, interesting.
And then their following game after that is the day after Christmas.
Yeah, he fried. He fried.
All right, we got one more facts or crack question. Just real simple. Are the ESPN rankers on crack?
Yeah.
When it comes to which
ranking
or what sport exactly?
Basketball, making their basketball rankings. The
So,
ESPN basketball
yeah, it's all recent.
Came
like
out
it's
this
being
week.
biased as fuck off the.
I have the
past
top
year.
10 in front of
Let's
me,
do
so
that,
we can
please.
at least share it with everybody.
Okay.
All right, so this week ESPN ranked the players before the season started.
Start from 15 just because the league kind of deep now.
Start
you
from
can do it
15?
quick. You do it quick though.
All right, hold on. I'm going to open it up in a second link because they have it on separate articles.
League kind of deep now. You feel me?
It is. It really is because, like, for example, Trey Young is at 29.
Can you when you name the top 15, does it show like where they were the year before?
Yes, it does.
Alright,
It
cool.
does. So
Let's do it.
I will
Rattle that
go
off too.
through all of these.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Just a moment. I'm getting that brought up right here. But yeah, like for instance, like Jalen Brown's at 32. Trae Young is at 29.
What?
Drew Holiday is like in the 30s. John Morant's in the 30s.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry, I'm sorry, is ranked higher than
I was like, shit, Brandon Ingram, Kyle
yeah.
Lowry?
Yeah. What?
No, Brandon Ingram is ranked higher than Trae Young. He is.
Damn.
Kyrie Irving's at 25.
Because Trae Young's so small.
Yeah.
He's legit
Carl
the
Anthony
worst. One of
Towns
the
isn't
worst
even top
defensive-
20, which I was surprised. Bradley Beal's outside of
But
the
see,
top
that, the
20.
thing with ESPN, why they're on crack is they're going off this past season alone. And Carl Anthony Towns, once he fell on his ass, but his knee started hurting and then his wrist started hurting, he was just fried for the rest of the year. So that's what they're basing it off of.
I say let's just go with the top 20. I think that would be the best way to
Do
go
it.
about it.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to say 20 because it was going to be a lot.
So starting off the top 20 at 20, you have Paul George. His previous rank was 10.
Okay.
So he's fallen back double.
Yeah,
the
he's
amount.
based
he had an
on-
almost MVP year last year.
I don't like
So
19
really-
people to be better than Paul George.
At 19, you have Zion, who was previously ranked at 42.
That is drugs.
They're trying to be the face of the league, this and that. Yo, crack.
drugs.
Like,
I think
Jesus
they're going
Christ.
based on potential on that one.
Crack.
No, it's because they want him to be the face of the league.
If he's
Literally.
in shape, I could believe it.
I heard
That's
somebody
what I'm
say
saying.
He could put up numbers
if
like
he's
that, but it's just
in
like,
shape-
damn, 19, bro.
Cause it's like my whole thing with him last year was he was out of shape as hell,
Mm-hmm.
still doing crazy ass numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like if it's fuck getting in shape. If you could just make sure your body doesn't break down and you can sustain that, then fuck it. I'll take it at this
I
point.
feel like he
bruh.
almost had no choice but during the pandemic to make sure he was in steady shape.
Shit, I hope so.
I'm sure New Orleans made sure he had somebody there to keep him in line.
And he got to play
Bro, I
more than
would've
35
just-
games this year, too.
Bro, I would have put a lock on his door and been like, bro, you can't leave before a certain time or after a
The
certain
only
time.
way
to
you
eat.
could leave the house is if you lose 5 pounds.
Exactly.
Bro,
Yeah.
if you got a
Every-
basketball in your hand, that's the only way, bro. Unless
fucking
if you don't have a
struggling.
basketball, if the doorman catch you walking in with some food, we are paying this man to attack you. He is on the Pelicans pay staff, bro. He don't work for your building.
Rest in peace,
Oh.
Kimbo. That would have been Kimbo's
Well,
last job.
At 18, you have Spider.
Exactly.
You have Donovan Mitchell at 18. He was previously ranked at 20, so not much of a gain, but he still moved up.
I see
Okay.
it.
All
He a
right.
dog.
At 17, you got Devin Booker, who was at 30.
I can see it too.
Yeah, I could agree with that one. I would want him to be a little more in the top 15, but I still like where he's at.
Where we ranking Devin Booker in scoring next year? I'm going to.
I think he could be a top
Top
3
five.
option as far as scoring goes. I think he has
He could be top 5 in scoring.
he
next
might
year.
have the best chance to win the scoring title if Trae Young doesn't go off again.
Mhm.
Honestly, he's gonna be a top scorer. Might be above 30. I think we're gonna see a lot of people averaging above 30 this year.
Yeah, I can see a lot of.
Mm,
I can see at least
that.
5 people.
And the other thing to take into account is he's got Chris Paul next to him, who's gonna contribute, take away some shots, not
Mhm.
many, but some.
Mm-hmm.
And DeAndre Ayton is still getting better, bruh. So it's like he was 16 and 12 last year. Exactly, had a perk stroke. So
And he missed
16
25
and
games
12
too.
last year on the PED suspension and everything. He gonna take the next step at the bare minimum and be 18 and 12.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, even those little bit of points matter. Devin Booker last year was 27, 28 points off the top of my head. And in the bubble, I know he was 30 plus a game. So it's like,
He could do it.
he can do it, but I think it's hard for him. He can do a month.
He's going to get more efficient looks for
He
sure.
could do 2-3 months, like,
Mhm.
you know how these niggas do. But a year of like 30,
75
he could do
games this year, too, no?
31.
75 games.
That's a lot of fucking.
It's still a lot.
Still a lot, but it's
At-
a little bit less.
At 16, we have Ben Simmons, who falls back 1 spot. He was previously ranked at 15.
I can see it.
He could win
just
MVP.
need-
I think
he
that's
just-
about
He
fair.
just need a motherfucking jump shot.
Like, legit, that's my whole issue with
Like,
him.
at
least
least
he could win
at least
MVP
a
one day.
mid range. Like, Jesus.
But he's supposed to be playing 4.
He would be a top 10 player easily
If he
with a
had
jump shot. Just shoot 80%
Easily.
from the free throw line, bro. We ain't even asking you to shoot jump shots. Just shoot 80% from the free throw line.
Sick.
At 15, moving up 17 spots, Chris Paul.
I
They're
mean,
going off this year, finally giving him some respect.
my
Yeah,
thing is,
I
I,
like
don't
the
understand
respect.
why he was doubted.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro, it's literally based it off the rings, bro. Take away the rings, he has better accolades than Isaiah Thomas. Like, he's a top 5 point guard. When you just think of a point guard, it's Chris Paul.
he
in my
does
opinion.
everything you want your natural point
Bro,
guard to
everything. He plays
'Cause-
both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm,
do. Like, you're not used.
And he's going to find you more than he gets a bucket, and he still is going to put up double digits every single game.
mm-hmm.
That's simple.
Chris Paul in New Orleans. Oh my God.
Falling back 6 spaces. Joel Embiid, 14.
Another person, just get in shape, bro.
Just gotta stay healthy,
get in
but yeah,
shape.
he could
Like,
easily
what the
be.
fuck is
He
wrong
could
with
easily
you,
be
bro?
top 10.
That's what it says at the end, actually. It says he needs to both stay healthy and prove once and for all that he can mesh with Simmons on offense.
Another player that could be MVP easily.
Mm-hmm.
At 13, number 13 from Miami, Bam Adebayo.
Whoa.
And I think this is deservingly so. Listen to this.
Yeah.
He has the biggest jump.
It's the defense.
Last year, what do you guys think he was ranked at?
He might not have
He was
been
not
in the top
ranked.
100.
He was ranked. He was
He
ranked.
was
like,
72
what were they
then.
doing? 100?
81.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
81, and now he is number 13.
The defensive versatility, making plays, the dribble handoffs.
Yeah,
with
doing everything.
Duncan and Tyler.
But he's the second best player on the team, the second option.
He was the point guard.
He's an
at
all-star.
A lot of points.
Fun fact, the Heat scored 1.14 points per possession due to the play tactic Bam scams.
Mm-hmm. Duncan Robinson had one of the best standing 3-point shooting years of all time.
You almost had a stroke.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did, 100%. But yeah, that was mainly because of Bam as well.
Yeah, vampire.
I think really, like, I look back at it another way. Like, he was at Kentucky. These Kentucky players, is something about them, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. As I always say, they're 5-star prospects. You got to go there, sacrifice your game and shit. But, bro, they come out and they're like, they could just do different type shit. Like, bro, AD, Cat, Bam, Booker, Harrow, John Wall. List goes on and
Even
on.
Boogie, when Boogie was healthy.
I'm like,
Boogie
bruh.
different. Boogie just different.
So it's like the list goes on. Kentucky gets the products, and it's like,
Mhm.
damn, bruh. This man Calipari he knows what he's doing because they work. 9 times out of 10 they work. You see a bus every now and then. You know, the Harrison twins, Malik Monk,
Right
possibly.
now, they're like 1-4 or some shit.
But it's they fried right now. They were down by 22 to Notre Dame. When has Notre Dame been a basketball school?
Exactly.
Then you're talking football for a second.
Exactly, bruh.
Before we announce the next one, quick shout out to Mero, who reached out in the chat to say that facts ESPN rank makers are on crack.
Big crack.
Hey,
Shout out
thank
to
you,
Mero.
Shout out Mero.
Mero Howard.
Rightfully so at number 12, following his teammate Bam, Jimmy Butler, who was
Yeah.
last
Okay.
year ranked at 21.
Finally, some respect on his name.
Yeah.
I honestly think he could have made the top 10, but there's so much talent in the top 10 that
So,
it's like
yeah.
you can't even be mad. You're just like, all right, it's understandable.
He physically just isn't as gifted as those other players that you're about to name.
To me, the thing with Jimmy Butler is to just continue that statement. He's not as physically gifted,
Mhm.
but he got something different in his head.
He a
Like
dog.
he
Big
know
face
how to go to
coffee.
that dark place where it's like, bruh,
Mhm.
I'll
Right.
die out here on this court for this shit.
Where
I
you
don't know if
Yeah.
you prepared to die for this shit, but Pat Riley got me prepared to die for this shit.
Where you
Yeah.
start making up stuff that
He
you've
kinda
seen
had-
people disrespect you in the restaurant before.
Michael
the
Jordan
game.
type shit,
Yeah.
exactly. Bro.
He
That
kind
type
of had to
stuff.
push LeBron to limits LeBron didn't think he was probably going to go to last season.
If he was even more like, if he was fresher too, oh yeah.
LeBron,
been
no
nice.
cap. I won't say that, but LeBron probably looked at that series
Probably give him his
as a
respect.
cakewalk, and
Yeah.
he walked out of that series like, damn, I ain't know Jimmy was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shit, Jimmy like that, Bam like that, and these white boys not
These
too
white
bad.
boys like that.
should. I could. Oh,
Let me get
yeah.
one of them white boys.
He was like, give
How
me
much?
give
Call
me
Pat
Duncan in a
right
few
now.
years, bro.
You
Fuck
already
it.
know for a split second that LeBron thought, well, after next season, I could always go back.
He's
Well,
like,
that's
shit.
true.
He's like, I
Nice
could always
piece.
go back. I could always go.
I
Pat
think he
loves
would
me.
just have to apologize to Pat, or there would have to be some type of real
I think they already
conversation.
squashed all that. Business is business at the end of the day.
Nah, I don't think so.
Pat
Bro,
Riley's an
if
evil
Dan
person,
Gilbert,
bruh.
if Dan Gilbert could do it, I think a professional like Pat Riley could.
Nah, I
definitely
think
do it.
Braun was like, you
Pat
gonna shut the
Riley's
fuck
a
up and do
mafia
what I say.
boss, and I
Yeah.
feel like, nah, bruh. Like
Cross me
Pat
once.
Riley not built like that.
Yeah, you
I
cross me
can't
once, you're
see
dead.
him where he's like, I forgive you type shit.
You're dead to me.
He gonna poison this man, bruh. Bruh, Rich Paul gonna die. Like, bruh, he come, nah, bruh. Like,
You're-
bruh, it's
you're
craziness.
sick.
So at number 11 last
Mhm.
year was ranked at 35. Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Big step up.
He got that game.
I read something
He-
today that
he's
said
top
he's
10.
6'10".
Yeah, he's top 10 now just because of that
Yeah.
that statement right there, bruh.
He's going to be on the all-decade team next year. Next decade. when
Yeah.
they release
If
it. I'm
he's
letting you know
6'10", we're
that.
all
I'll
fried.
put money on that.
I
They-
mean,
they're
next year I could
fried.
see him cracking the top 10.
The Raptors, everybody's fried. If he's
Elevate
6'10".
to like 25 to 27 a game.
He would be an MVP candidate then too as well.
Bro, if he's 6'10", that means he's looking KD in the face. Like, that's an issue, bro.
He's damn near looking Bam in the face.
Like, bro,
that dunk is going a whole different way if he's 6'10".
Bro, that mean people can't block it, bro. There's so many things to take into like account now, bro. Like he
Yo,
got 2
that's
more
scary.
inches, and it's
That's
like,
scary.
That's terrifying.
and it's like, bro. Like I said, he older than 21, bro. I understand what you say when people keep growing till 21, but he's older than 21. Man, just hit
until they're 23, bro.
He hit a growth spurt during the pandemic. Think about this, bro.
LaMelo's gonna finish at 6'10".
Oh,
LaMelo's gonna be 6'10".
That man showed up at 6'8".
He's gonna be Magic Johnson.
Now
he put together 10 rebounds.
Now we enter the top 10.
Okay.
At number 10, falling back 3 spaces from last year. They were at number 7 last year. Joker, Nikola Joker.
I could see
To
it
me,
because the guys you're
bullshit.
gonna announce is like, yo, he can't do what they're gonna do.
It's bullshit. What? He can put triple double any day.
Bro,
What he can't do?
I
What he
rather
can't do.
I rather have the other 9 than him.
I think.
What he can't do?
Look, I
He
think
can do it all.
I think if we bring up number 9, I think that one kind of has like more of a shock than joke. Because like when you look at Joker, it's like, it's like how close there's just a lot of talent ahead of him, and it's like how I felt about Jimmy. Like you just look at it and you're like, I can't help but want him to be there, but I can understand.
I'm a dog.
Number 9 though, falling back 5 spaces from last year, was in the top 5 last year. James Harden.
I think they just hate him because I don't know how you can't have him
Yeah,
in the top
I think
5.
because he's not
that's
being a
wild.
team player.
They're like, you going to
All you do
Vegas
is
and Atlanta?
dribble.
We're dropping you.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I don't
All
know
you
how-
do is dribble. You're forcing a trade.
I don't know how you can't have James Harden in the top
But
5.
he should be top 5 easily. That's a lot of
Talent
credit,
wise,
but
yeah.
he's
But
not.
I think when you look at this, though, you think, what is his impact going to be toward whatever team he ends up being on next season?
And when
Very
you
true,
also
very
think
true.
about it, what they do for their teams, bruh, when he's about a name, is so much talent. It's
Very
crazy.
true. Very true.
What about you, Trill?
He's got to change his ways, bro. Like, I honestly, it's not that he's a bad player in any way, shape, or form. It's just, bro, if Kobe said it, a blind man could see it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this shit not going to work, dog. Like, you can go down and you will have the title as being the best player to never win a championship. Is that really what you want at the end of the day?
Wow, he's really on that path right now.
He
Yeah,
really
he is.
will-
I'm
he
like,
really will
you're
be.
better than Karl Malone. You're better
Yeah.
than all these other greats, Charles Barkley,
Barkley.
everyone of that nature. But you simply won't just wisen up and say, fuck it, let me take a step back, go get
Take
a
a
ring.
step, go average like 26 points, 27 points,
It's not
25
all about
points.
your
you
stats.
vibe. Yeah,
That's my whole, I'm like, bruh, if you just realize that, like,
he wants to do 35 a game and win the title, Finals MVP. all
Well,
that.
he's already won a scoring title, right?
Yeah.
bruh, he's got to
Yeah,
have
and-
won multiple ones.
And he's
at
an
Yeah.
this point.
all-star. He's
Yeah,
been an MVP candidate. I don't think he's won one yet.
He's
Oh, no,
been
he's
an
got
MVP
one.
He
candidate.
did win one.
He
then.
has
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
He's been an MVP candidate like 5 years in a row.
2018.
He's been in the top 5 years in a row. Like that's
Go get your ring now at this point.
Yeah.
To be honest,
What else are
Learn
you
how to play
waiting
off the
for?
ball.
At number 8, also falling back, but this time falling back 2 spaces, Steph Curry.
it's because he was hurt, but
Hurt,
he top 5 too.
Best point guard.
I think
That's
after
easy.
this season, he's going to re-solidify
Yeah.
himself back in the top 5 because with
Mhm.
Clay out,
I don't know about all that. He gonna put up numbers, but I don't know.
you don't think
Top
Steph
5.
could get back in the top 5? Did you not see how he was shooting yesterday?
I
It
don't
looked like
think-
his
The
shot got
Warriors are
better.
making the playoffs, bro.
I don't think
like,
the Warriors are gonna be a top 6.
It looked
seed.
like his
Top
shot
4.
got better.
They'll be a 7 or 8 seed, 6, 7 or 8.
5 or 4,
Okay.
5th or 4th seed.
All I know is I ain't doubting Steph Curry, bruh.
Yep.
Okay.
He been doing this shit where he been turning away from shots that's been going up, leaving his hands
And
since
his-
2013.
And
so
his
I'm
bro
like-
was out there with him every time.
His shot looked like butter yesterday.
I'm just like, shit, he probably squint hard enough
He
and
got
he like,
different friends. Now.
Kelly
He
look-
got Andrew Wiggins gonna come alive and Kelly Oubre.
bruh,
That's
hey,
really what it's gonna be on. If Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman step it up, then
And Kelly Oubre. That's gonna be that's gonna help a lot.
Andrew Wiggins was out here hitting step back threes yesterday. I was like, oh,
I did see
okay.
that. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm happy for you. They didn't taught you how to
Crazy,
have
this man
confidence.
is
That is.
like he was the number 1 overall pick.
Steph
know,
probably just looked at him. He's like,
Any
just
day
shoot
he
it.
could just pop and go crazy.
He really could.
Yeah,
He
Steph
really
probably told him, he's like, Clay's out, just shoot.
Just
Just shoot. Once the ball touches your hand, just fucking throw
one
it
of
up.
y'all niggas got to be Clay. I don't know
Just
who it's
throw
gonna
it.
be,
Just throw it.
but one of y'all gonna be my splash, bro.
I'm gonna be Steph. Now you figure out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
One of y'all gotta be
I'm
Clay.
gonna- y'all need to
Like,
figure it out.
Andrew's like, I want to be Steph. He's like, bro, come
Nah,
on,
you
man.
can't be.
No, I'm Steph. At number 7, moving up 2 spaces, was at number 9 last year, Dame Lillard.
To me, don't get me wrong, I really respect his game,
Oakland's proudest. Second
I'll say
proudest.
that much.
Second proudest.
but to me, looking back at the games in total, he carried the team, don't get me wrong, but he was really the whole team. I'm like, if
Yeah.
he doesn't score 60 points, bruh, they beat a Nets team that didn't have Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris. Bro, I don't know who. Bro, they brought Tyler Johnson off of the streets to come play for this Nets team in the bubble, and they beat them by a point, and he had to go for 60 plus.
Yeah, no, there.
I'm just like,
So
it's
that ain't
great,
It. That ain't it, big dog.
but I'm not really. You shouldn't have had to do that against that team. You should have been able to go up by 20, bro, and smash them. You should have only had to score 30 points.
But that's not on him.
It's not on him, but at the same time, bro, like,
Still,
if you that man,
Still.
you can't let that happen, bro.
Mhm.
I
You're not
think
supposed to
it's
be in that
funny that
position.
like Dame and James are kind of in like reverse roles of sorts. You know, like James is like someone who's trying to get the statistics right, but won't get the ring, and then Dame wants the ring, but is getting all the statistics. It's kind of like reverse. There's some statistics here that you look at for Dame that it's like, yo, take some weight off your shoulders, my man, right? So it says during January into February, he averaged 48.8 points and 8.2 3-pointers per game on 57% shooting. And then he
Jesus
won the
Christ.
player of the seeding games for averaging 37.6 points and 9.6 assists.
Part of that before the bubble was Nurkic was out.
Yo, but he just be
But all to get an eighth
spazzing.
seed, all to get an eighth seed.
Yeah.
It's just at that point I feel like, bro, you just can't do it as the number one option. Go get yourself a ring.
Yeah.
You can still do 25. Like, you're still gonna go crazy. You're Dame, but it's just like at this point you're just wasting. It's not like, bro, it's not gonna work. Or trade CJ and do something if you want to stay in Portland.
I think
if you
they
want to
need
be
to
if you
trade
want to be
CJ.
loyal in Portland, go tell them to trade.
Yeah, this is their last
Get
year
another
together, more
star.
than likely. It's probably a wrap after this. They went all out in the offseason, getting all the pieces that they feel like could fit together.
Bro, if they
Real
play all
close.
75 games and they end up as like the 8th seed or some shit,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
if
a
I'm
wrap.
Dame, I'm like, bro, I'm
yeah,
done.
I'm done.
I'm gonna try this series, but bro,
Yeah,
I'm
done.
gone or someone else gone. I need another star.
Yeah, we gotta fix this.
Number
CJ
6
not working.
was not ranked last year. KD.
Best scorer in history of the game. Top 2, top 3.
Top
It's
one.
just like, bro, if he was coming back
Him, Michael,
from,
and Harden for me.
if he was
Kobe as
coming
well.
back from any other
Yeah.
injury, bro,
I would throw Steph in there too. Like
I wouldn't
I
hesitate.
don't know. He's just
like
so natural.
scoring.
No, not scoring.
If he was coming back from any other injury, bro, I wouldn't hesitate, like, at all. But I've seen 1, 2 people statistically actually come back good or better from an Achilles tear. One was Kobe Bryant and one was Dominique Wilkins. So
And Dominique Wilkins was one of the most athletic players
And
of
if
all.
I'm keeping
exactly.
Kevin,
humans.
Kevin Durant is in the same breath as them.
Oh, of course.
He is. He is.
I
Of
like I
course.
like him to come through. He's gonna come through.
I do too.
It's Kevin Durant. It's not. Nope. It's not going.
I just
Don't
can't.
put that.
I'm not betting on.
No. Yeah, I understand,
And
but I
Achilles,
feel
that's
like
it.
he's gonna be good.
I don't think he's gonna.
He
be
ain't gonna go
the
doing
same
30
KD.
points a game.
Yeah,
He
he's
could.
not gonna
I
be
feel
that
like maybe
same
like
KD.
25, 26 a game. Like he's not gonna. Bro, he's changing his game completely. He's not gonna go out and do 27.
So my thing, he can, bruh, he said it himself. If he just stands around and is a jump shooter in that Raptors game where he re-pops the Achilles, he can still drop 30, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
He had 11 points just shooting, just stand still jump shots. So
Yeah.
it's like he can still do that at the end of the day.
That's why I feel like it's gonna be more on Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
That man retarded, bruh.
He might have to take
That
7
man
or 8.
special ed, bruh.
He
He
might have to get 7 or 8 post ups.
Kyrie got to get a post game, bruh. Like, oh my god.
So number 5 was number 2 last year. Kawhi Leonard.
Interesting.
They disrespecting him.
Do you want to just go to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 real quick?
Yeah, well, I will say this. I just think it attributes to them losing that series
Yeah.
as
100%.
crazy as they did. But number 4 is Luka.
Yeah.
We can agree there. 3 is Giannis. 2 is AD. And then 1 is LeBron.
Where was AD ranked last year?
AD was number 5 last season.
Mm.
LeBron was number 3 last season. He wasn't number
Yeah,
1.
Goal
of
scorer,
course,
yeah.
of course they
had
they
Giannis
won. So
probably
Giannis was
Giannis
number
was
1
one.
last
ESPN
season.
was like, bro, wait.
And Luka last season was number 16.
Yeah.
I think a big surprise in the 20 we just named, one person that I feel should have probably been in there, especially after their playoff performance, is Jamal Murray.
I was waiting to hear that name, honestly. That was the only
I was
name
really
thinking
shocked.
about.
Like I saw they showed a photo of him in Kawhi's thing. I was like, wait, hold up, where was Jamal Murray?
That's all I was thinking about. Because I'm like, Donovan Mitchell, great year. But he didn't have a better year than Jamal Murray,
I
bro.
don't think so.
I don't think Luka is. I mean, like offensive wise, he's probably top tier, but I wouldn't put him over Kawhi just yet. But you
I would.
Luke is like top 5, top 6.
Luka's not the shooting is what's killing him.
Yeah, because
Three-point
Luka, bro, he just
shooting.
knows how to move and get inside. Because, bro, the man
Yeah.
be shooting like fucking 35-40% from the
Kawhi
field.
be having days where he go 13 for 15 from the field just cause.
Like Luka's for sure at least top 7.
Can't
But
disagree on that.
when have we ever had two of the best players in the
And then
league
of course
on the same
LeBron,
team?
they finally realized, okay, yeah, bro, he's gonna be the best player till he fucking retires. I swear. His last year in the league, he's gonna put up like 23, 8 and 8.
Easily.
I'm just like, bro, you're 41 years old. What are you doing?
Chris Paul said he is not slowing down anytime soon, and I believe him
Him and Chris Paul racing. It's like, bro, we each got to play 20 seasons.
easily. All right, that was fun. Let's move it on to football real quick. Before we get into the playoff race, let's talk about Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. Sunday Night Football,
I got Steelers in a
Pittsburgh.
parlay, so they have to win.
Bills.
I'm
Oh, all right there.
I'm excited to watch this game. I just think it might actually be a good football game for a change.
I think so.
Personally, it doesn't really matter who wins this game to me as a Raven fan. The Bills are 9-3. They're still going to be the division winner at the end of the day, I think, no matter what happens.
More than likely.
And
Yeah.
I don't think
Those are
that
the numbers or so.
Cleveland can catch the Steelers,
Mm-mm.
even though they have a head-to-head matchup left with each other. Never been a Steeler fan. Can't say I'm picking them. Yeah, I'm just going with the Bills, bro. They could run the ball. The Steelers can't. It's real simple. You can't have Big Ben throw. Bro, he's thrown 51 times the past 2 games.
That don't sound.
He's gonna
healthy.
throw
Bro, he
51
thrown
again.
51 times against the Ravens, and we had no one on our team.
Yeah, that don't
He's
sound.
gonna score
healthy.
50. He gonna throw 53 times.
Jeez, bro. Yeah,
And lose.
He
his
got the
arm.
receivers to do it.
bro. The receivers had 7 drops in back-to-back
They be
games.
trying him. That's why
Bruh,
he has to throw so
Deontay
much.
Johnson, he dropped the ball and looked back at Ben, and I was like, oh, yeah, Brady would have shot you.
Yeah, you would.
Brady would have shot you right
would've
there,
right
bruh.
there.
Like,
on the field.
looked at the quarterback like he threw it back. I was like, oh, it hit your hands, bruh. You know the rules. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bills, bruh.
We have someone chatting and they said Bills
a dog.
Mafia tonight.
I'm a dog, Mike,
Yep.
from the Saturday morning show.
Okay,
Yeah,
word.
Bills Mafia.
And then Garrett from Iowa says Bills by 3.
They know what they talking about. Garrett and Mike know what they talking about. That's all I'm gonna say.
Go
Okay.
about 3. I like it.
Shout out Garrett and Mike.
You feel me? Monday night game. I get.
Bro, y'all need to put up 85 points, and Lamar Jackson needs to score every single one of them on every single yard so I
Bruh,
can
your
win my
season
fantasy
is
game.
over.
What are you
We-
talking about? My
You gotta
season's
get ready
over.
to draft next year.
What are you talking about?
Look for Dobbins as a sleeper. Pick up Swift. All these people because it's not working.
I
this
have a
year, bro.
chance.
Bro,
Lamar
no, you do not.
Jackson.
Lamar Jackson has to drop 80 points for you.
So there's a chance.
Okay, yes,
What's
yes.
the yo, Imano, please look up what's the most fantasy points ever dropped in a game.
It's got to be like when Mahomes did some. Probably Peyton when he did 7 TDs against us opening night back in like 2013.
How many TDs didn't Brady throw? Like five TDs and a half or some shit.
The most fantasy points in a game. Hold on,
'Cause
I'm like,
back
I
I
know
feel
back
like
people-
Randy
back.
Moss had
By a
like 3
player.
touchdowns. And
Because I'm like, I feel like it's got to
Catching
be a
touchdowns
most
quarterback.
fantasy football points by a player.
And it's like, bruh, I can't think of anyone coming close to Peyton's 7 touchdowns. Because he threw for like 400 that game, I think, too.
I just need to know how
So
much.
there's a few. I could have sworn though a new one just happened this season, if I'm not mistaken. But the ones I see right here, at least that are showing me, is that Michael Vick is number 1 for the quarterbacks at 49.32, which I could have sworn Mahomes has.
That's higher.
higher.
Yeah, he's had it for
I
he's
think
had a
that's
60.
not. I think that's not PPR.
No, it's not.
Yeah, hold on,
I'm about to look it
let
up.
me see if I can find a more updated list.
That's a good question though, because yeah, Mahomes definitely had a 60.
I'm just
Henry
like,
had a 50 this year too.
bruh, there was the game where Derrick Henry had, 200 plus
Yeah.
against the Jaguars with the 99-yard touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, shit. I know Jamal Lewis had a 295-yard game. What's the other crackhead who's still playing right now? AP had a 295-yard game as
You know
well.
what's the thing? You know what's the thing with this? I think see Michael Vick is number 1 at 49, but I think they're counting the touchdowns for 4 points. So you just have to add, and we usually do 6 points.
Exactly. I'm like, you see Peyton number 3 on that list.
Aaron's number 4. The running back, bro. This man, Clem Portis, had 55.4 points, 218 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 36 receiving.
All right, so this is why you have a chance. Hear me out. We playing the Browns, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
So Lamar could give you 200 passing.
Easily.
I ain't finna say no craziness. He give you 200 passing, with 3 TDs, right?
I need like 400, but all right, that's cool.
And then
Okay.
he gonna hit you with another one of them break loose runs, probably buzzing for like 50, 60. He gonna give you another 100 rushing with maybe another touchdown or two.
I don't think that's 70 points. I need 70.
You need 70 points from one player.
I need 70 points.
Bro, he's fried.
The guy put up 140.
Jeez, that means that the Ravens will have to score like what the fucking Carolina did yesterday to UM, bro. 60 something points, bro.
So it's possible.
Bro, it's not possible. Please tell him it's not possible.
As far as I
Your
can
kicker
find on
gave you a negative
fantasy
point.
points, it's showing me that the highest fantasy point game is, as of what I can see here, and it shows this is as of late September of this year. Clinton Portis in one game had 55.4 fantasy points.
That's what I just peeked.
Based on like standard fantasy
Mhm.
rules, that he had 55.4. He had 218 rushes, 5 touchdowns, 36 reception yards, and then no touchdowns as far as receptions go.
That's crazy.
That is
I feel
wild.
like
5 rushing
whatchamacallit,
touchdowns.
one of the better receiving games will have to be Brandon Marshall's. Even though I don't think he had a
He did have a-
touchdown, Bro had like 22 catches
Man,
in the
him,
game.
and- him with Jay Cutler, he went.
Yeah, they were different.
Jay Cutler was like, he over there somewhere.
I could see Tyreek Hill's game where he balled out this season.
Yeah, it
It
was
does
up
show
there.
the
Tyreek, like,
updated
number
one. He was
6.
number 6 out of the
Yeah.
wide receivers in
Mm.
history. So
Do we want to do our fantasy football shout outs while we're on fantasy football?
I don't think I have any fantasy
Thank
football
you, Allen
shout-outs.
Robinson. 9 catches,
gosh, Jonathan Taylor
123
went for 20.
yards.
He had 124 in a touchdown.
Wait,
Oh.
Jonathan Taylor did something?
He had 124 in a touchdown. I just looked.
Oh, don't play with my emotions like
He
that.
got 20
You're
points
only
on the board.
okay. You're only projected to lose by 75 points.
told you I
now.
only
Lamar
needed
has to
75.
score.
Let's
Okay, I see
go.
what you mean there.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Your
you're fried.
kicker's giving you negative points, bro. You haven't.
The
Yeah,
Saints are down
I took
16-0.
some
Washington's
L's.
defense has 16 fantasy points. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry destroyed Cheese, 38.2 fantasy points.
shout out
200
Tyreek Hill.
215 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns.
Oh,
AJ
bro.
Brown.
Travis Kelce, the number 1 tight end, another 100
With
yard
the
plus
most
game.
with the most receiving yards in the NFL.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, that's different.
Like,
DK got me 15 points. in the
Gasecki
game,
from
ain't even
Miami.
over.
Hope he gets better. He had 21 points.
listen, Mike Gesicki. I thought about it as soon as I saw the play, bro. The second touchdown, first of all, great throw by Tua. That's all I could think. I was
Fantastic
like,
throw.
bro, that's the scariest throw I've ever seen in my life. But more importantly, Mike Gesicki is the tight end you need to have next year.
He's
Yeah.
I
fired.
promise you,
Mike
he is
Gesicki.
Tua-
Yeah,
he is
especially with
Tua's
Tua.
best friend,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
'cause
oh
Tua,
my
yeah,
God.
100%.
One thing I liked out of Tua from this game was that he was throwing more daring passes. Like he was finally starting to step out his comfort zone a little more. Like he threw some more down the field passes and stuff. Oh, one resulted in a pick, but one also resulted in a touchdown. So
Look at
Gotta
that.
take the risk. Gotta
Look-
risk it for the
look at
biscuit.
these
Yep.
numbers.
Allen Robinson,
that's a tight end. I know.
123.
I drafted
Not a
him.
tight end.
Tutty.
Who is that?
Bro,
And
who is
David
this? Who
Montgomery,
is this?
113.
Bro, this is disgusting.
Who is
That's not a
that?
tight end?
This my guy. Well, he's not my guy, but
Oh, Devontae Adams, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He
he's
been-
he's
He
nice.
been eating
he's the best
this year.
receiver in football.
He's
He been
nice.
eating. Did you give your pick for Monday Night Football?
The Ravens, I have him in a parlay. Like, come
Okay,
on.
okay.
Think we need to talk. I want to talk about next week's games, just particularly the Sunday night situation.
All right, what
Who
what's
are
good?
y'all supposed to play?
Who are we supposed to play?
Yeah, because y'all supposed to be on Sunday Night Football.
I watched like 3 Cowboys games this year. I don't care about that team.
Well, no. Because the thing is, and everyone made a big deal about it. Just died right there. They flexed y'all out of the Sunday night primetime
They
slot
did?
for the Browns and the motherfucking Giants next week. That's
Wait, for the Browns and the Giants?
that's why
I
I'm
might
trying
low
to
key be fired.
exactly. But I'm like,
They
I'm
flexed
trying
us
to
out though.
out of
Bro,
the
you
Sunday
guys
night
suck.
primetime. So
I'm
I'm
so
like,
surprised though.
who
Still.
are y'all supposed to play? Because, bro, you're still America's team. I mean, they force people to watch the
don't think- I
Cowboys
swear
at the
we
end
were
of
not
the
gonna
day.
I
get
don't think
flexed
they're
out of any
America's team
games.
this year.
I really did not think we were gonna get flexed out of any games. I thought we were
Like-
just gonna be another fancy album not loading.
They was like, yeah, bro, we can't see Andy Dawson play on primetime. Not again.
You know, we're done
Not
with that.
again, bro.
Oh, we play the 49ers. Yeah, that would have been depressing.
Oh, my God. That would have been the worst football game. Bro, that would have been
so
Sunday
sad.
night.
Oh my God,
yeah.
that would have been Sunday night too. Yeah, that would have
That's-
been really bad.
The NFL knew what they were doing.
That was a good job.
I applaud you right there, Roger.
Good
'cause
job.
that-
Finally,
Boy, ain't no one would have watched that game.
bro. They be force feeding us the Cowboys.
It would have been a drink. People would have made that a drinking game. Every time a
100%.
team punts, just take a shot. And you would have been lit by halftime, bro. Just, it's crazy.
But speaking of next week, well, this week was the start of the fourth quarter of the NFL. It's about to be playoff time. That's
Mhm.
what I'm trying to say. It's about to be playoff time. So let's take a look real quick.
We
at
got
all
the
of these
easiest.
divisions.
We got the easiest schedule throughout the rest of the year.
Okay. Make your case.
I
Make your case.
got the playoff picture in front of me.
Well,
You
he got to make his. He got to make his case for the Ravens.
Oh, of
He got to
course.
make his case for the Ravens.
Of course, you can
Okay.
pull it up.
I
But
got you.
easiest schedule for throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins are tied for the hardest schedule throughout the rest of the year. Only reason I mention that is because as of right now, technically, they're half a game ahead of us. They're 8-5. We're 7-5. So depending on what happens tomorrow, either we'll be tied or we'll be a game
What do the
back.
Dolphins have to play besides the Bills now? The Patriots again, right?
They got a night. I know the whatchamacallit. Damn, it's another team that's pretty fire.
I saw you right now.
What are we
I was gonna
checking
say,
one
I
more
could
time?
let
Because
you
I have
know.
the Ravens schedule in front of me.
Rattle off those Raven games for me real quick.
So tomorrow, obviously, we know they're playing Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Next Sunday, they play the Jaguars
Woo,
at
woo.
home.
Yes, sir.
Then they play the Giants at home, and then they play the Bengals to wrap up the season.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, we got.
Yeah, Dolphins play
So Lamar can drop 70 tonight.
Patriots, Raiders, and Bills.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm like, that's the Raider. John Gruden gonna try to kill him.
Yeah, the Dolphins got the roughest end of the year schedule, if you ask me. And I think we'll end up potentially falling out of the playoffs. But today showed some good signs. They showed some promising things today.
They did. Still 8-5. Still technically only a game back of the
Honestly,
division title.
the way I look at it with that game today, if you guys were just able to get some type of points when they went on their 30-point run,
Yeah.
you would have been fine because you still got back those 2 touchdowns at the end and made it a game. So I'm like, bro, it would have been some. I was watching the game because I was like, damn, bro.
Alex
Dolphins
Smith
keeping
is
it close.
questionable to return with a leg injury.
Uh-oh.
If it,
Let's not go there.
bro, there's so many things to think about
Is it
right there,
good?
bro.
His
Is it the
leg
same leg?
glitching out?
Is it
Oh.
the same leg, bro? Is it bleeding again?
Oh my gosh, Haskins is in.
I mean, hasn't he fucked up both
Is
legs?
Haskins in?
Oh my God, he probably
Oh, I'm
has
not
at this
sure.
point.
He didn't
Probably.
say.
That's funny.
Like, hasn't he had 17 surgeries on his legs?
Yeah,
Bro,
that
the
shit's
Saints are
crazy.
really down to Jalen Hurts 17-0. Like,
Wow. Glad I didn't start to.
Jalen Hurts, the future of Philly.
Carson
Yeah,
Wentz
let's see.
looking like
50
I
more
ain't.
points.
We're gonna see.
Carson
Yeah.
Wentz looking like, hey, I ain't got no job no more. See, that's why you try that man, bro.
What happened?
He disrespected Miles Sanders all year. He was like, he trash. He trash.
Miles
He
Sanders
trash.
with
Playoff
95.
week. Playoff week, bro.
Sheesh.
Look
Bro,
at
against
this, bro.
the
95
Saints,
and a
the Saints
touchdown.
are the number 1 defense in the league.
And you know what else happened to us this week? The man that we're playing picked up Cam Akers the day of the game. Bruh. Both went for the same player. The man bargained his whole salary.
Sick.
He was like, fuck it, I need him.
Fuck it.
He
I'm
knew
going
something.
for it. Yeah, he knew something.
Miles Sanders,
Okay.
yeah, he had an 82-yard touchdown run.
That covers the AFC North. What y'all doing? Since
Damn,
we-
why
we
are
in
we
the
still-
AFC
Bruh,
North.
Miles Sanders
so
has
mad.
3
I'm
of
so
those
mad.
runs this year. I think he has by far the most of 70-plus yard runs for touchdowns this year. Because Derrick Henry might have 1, but I'm like, and everyone else might have 1. That man got 3. He's sliding, but still trash. I don't understand it.
Back to the divisions. So what y'all
Show you
what y'all doing in the AFC North?
Oh, I don't think we're going to win it, honestly, because whose schedule do you have in front of you now, sir?
Tell me what team I could pull it up.
Um,
I just have the overall.
We can
playoff
look at the
picture in front of
Browns or the Steelers because he talked about the AFC North real quick.
me. Okay.
Well, we already covered the Steelers play tonight, and
I know the Steelers
with
have
a win tonight,
they were mentioned on that same list with the Dolphins as having a top. I think they have the 4th toughest schedule this year for the remaining of the year. So
Mhm.
they've got some games ahead of them as well. If I'm
Starting
not
tonight.
yeah, bro, you got the Bills. It's another good team they have to play next week. If I'm not mistaken, it could. No, they already played the Titans. I don't know.
All right. So I got the Steelers schedule right here in front of me. They're playing the Bills tonight at 8:20. We know that. Then next Monday they
Ooh.
play the Bengals in Cincinnati.
Oh,
Mhm.
Then
said
they
ooh for
play
no
the
reason.
Colts at home 2 days after Christmas, and I think that's
Okay.
it for them. Let's
What is it?
see. Nope, and then they
I'll
have
say
one
that
more
one
game
more.
against the Browns
Yeah.
on the 3rd of January.
Yep, that's all I'm asking.
So the Browns got to play spoiler because that could be possibly for the division title if things shake out.
Yeah.
The the Browns kind of have a decent schedule remaining in the remaining parts of the season. So they play the Ravens tonight. They play the
tomorrow.
Giants next Sunday. They play the they play the Jets the following Sunday, and then they play the Steelers.
Okay.
Browns gonna be a double-digit win team, unfortunately.
Easily.
Browns are gonna be. Bro,
Dog,
Easily.
Baker about to get
2020, the Dolphins and Browns are double-digit win teams. Like, what's life?
Baker about to get a ring before Lamar.
That's a lot of drugs.
Baker about to
That's
get
a
a
lot
ring
of
before Lamar. Okay.
That was a lot of drugs in that
Okay.
stadium. There was a lot of drugs in that
Nick
stadium.
Chubb gonna get a ring before Lamar. That whole team will
No.
get a ring before Baker, bruh. Baker ain't doing shit.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
That man just making sure he don't crash the car, basically. That's
Pretty
it.
much.
He's just taking the sacrifice for the commercials and stuff, so people don't
Bruh
have to
making
risk their time.
He making a bag off them progressive commercials
Yeah,
at this point,
He
dog.
gotta be.
Cause this is like year 2 or 3 of this shits, and it's like, yo, you running it up with this shit. So
Facts. What division do we want to go to next? We want to keep it in the AFC.
honestly, the AFC is pretty good, but I honestly want to look at the NFC because the wild
NFC
card.
East?
The only team in the NFC to
NFC?
clinch a
with the
playoff
NFC.
spot pretty much right now is the
the
Saints, because they're first in the NFC.
If we
South.
win today, we clinch the division.
Yeah, the Packers as well. If they win today, they also clinch their division.
With them on
And the Saints are about to lose, and we're about to take the number 1 seed back.
The Rams are also on the verge of
We'll
clinching a
see.
playoff spot, but that depends on how the Seahawks finish out today.
If the Seahawks, yeah,
Seahawks are up by like 27 points.
they'll be clinched. They'll clinch a playoff spot, but not the division.
You guys
They'll
ready for
still
the
be-
funniest part of this?
What happened?
The Washington football team actually is ahead of the Seahawks for a chance to win a playoff spot.
No, they're not.
Yeah, and here it shows here they're 4th as opposed to the Seahawks being 5th
Yeah.
because they're the first team in the NFC East.
But the way the seeding will be, they'll be higher than
No,
that.
I understand that, but I'm
All
just saying.
depends-
yeah, whoever wins that
technically,
division, but
if you
whoever
win-
the wild
technically
card
Washington is more likely to make the playoffs right now than
Definitely.
the Seahawks
Yeah,
are.
100%.
the Rams or the Seahawks, whoever doesn't win the division is going to be lower than the
Every team in the
that
NFC
team.
East can win. The NFC East is the most competitive division in football right now.
That's terrible, bro.
Every team
because it's
can
so
win that.
bad.
That's the like.
It's not
I could
competitiveness.
understand.
That's not competitive.
Like
It's
it would be
garbageness.
great. It would be great if
Caca.
you said
It's
that,
bad.
and you guys were 9-3. The Eagles were 8-3. The Redskins were 8-5. Just things of that nature. You all had 8 wins or 9 wins, but no one has more than 5 wins in your division. No one is above 500.
We have
Everyone
combined
is-
17 wins. There's 17 weeks. We won
How many
the,
losses?
We won
Whoa,
the
whoa,
season.
whoa, 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 whoa. A combined how many wins?
17.
Do you
NFC East.
know? I know of 2 teams in the AFC that combined for 22 wins. 2 teams, and you said a division combined for 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
NFC East.
Okay.
No.
I mean, it sound nice, right? I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
right.
I mean, the crazy part is that y'all are now gonna be a game back of first place if the Redskins fall today, and
And if the Giants lose.
which they
Giants-
did
yeah,
lose.
they
Oh, they did. Oh, they already played. Yeah,
So-
Yep,
they
you
did.
never
I'm
know.
like,
Yeah, if the
It-
Cowboys
the
win
Cow-
this week, they're
the
4-9.
Cowboys make the playoffs.
I'm not what, bro. I'm gonna be so mad
I'd be upset as well.
because I'm gonna be like, they don't deserve a playoff game, not
And
even
I'm-
a home playoff
I'm
game.
sure you want them to tank at this point, right?
100%.
Yeah.
They should have been losing games.
Bro, the fact that you can go from having probably like the 16th pick to possibly having like a
Oh,
top
yeah.
10 or top 5 pick in week 16,
Yeah.
depending on what you do,
Easily.
is crazy.
3 teams in the NFC East could be in like the top 10.
The AFC playoff picture contains 11 teams. The NFC playoff picture, due to the NFC East, contains 16 playoff teams.
That is literally
wow.
Every
or potential-
that's every
potential
team in the
teams.
NFC. You don't
Pretty,
understand
yeah,
that,
pretty
right?
much. There's nobody ruled out of contention.
That's terrible, bro.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, that mean
You can literally go from being the 4th seed to literally being at the bottom
Everybody
fucking
still has a
conference.
chance in the NFC.
So what team
Oh my
with
God.
the least chance do
Oh
you
my
think
God.
has the best chance?
just had an epiphany, bro.
Okay.
NFC East. Everybody's been on their backup quarterback.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're fried.
Everybody, bro.
Now it's
The
official, too.
Giants, the Redskins, the
The
Cowboys, then
football team.
Colt.
shit, the football team. Oh my, bro, y'all lost to the football team. Oh my,
Uh-oh. We did lose to the football team.
He's
It's only
good.
preseason, but he just showed me Kevin Durant driving baseline on a catch and drive. Getting the
What,
dunk.
preseason?
I'm concerned.
Getting
He's
the
good.
dunk.
I
It did,
knew
it did
he's-
look solid,
Come on.
but
It's
Hey.
KD. It's KD. You got to hope for the best with
I
KD.
think he would mess around in the Drake video, or he had just had the surgery, because he ain't looking 100% healthy. In
he was
the
messing
Drake
around. He
video.
was
Yeah,
fucking
he was
around.
missing.
He
all
was
his
missing
he
shots
shot
and
like
shit. I was like,
25%.
what the
He was
fuck is
fucking
going on?
Another competitive division that it's not our fault. Everybody on the 49ers just passed away. But we said
Jesus,
the
they didn't
NFC
pass
West.
away.
We said the NFC West, 4 teams could make the playoffs.
I mean,
and 3 teams
Cardinals
could
been
possibly make the
fold-
playoffs.
The Cardinals been folding.
They have, but
It
they're
was
still 7
competitive
and
like
6.
2 weeks ago, but
Seahawks aim for it.
The
Rams not in front.
49ers and the Washington football team have the same record as of right now.
Nice.
They're
Do the
both 5 and
Rams play-
7.
Yo, could you imagine placing that bet this year at the beginning of the year?
That the football team would have more wins than
The 40, bruh, that bet was probably like minus 5,000 right there.
easily.
Cause it's like, what, bro? Who's gonna think that? Like,
Easily. But who we think pulling out with that division? Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals.
Honestly, the Rams have been playing really nice.
this is where I really need to hear some of these people's remaining schedules.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to hear the
Alright.
Rams remaining
You
schedule.
want the Rams remaining schedule? I got
Mhm.
you. Ask and you shall receive.
Thank you, sir.
Here we are. So the Rams schedule is, it's just loading up. But yeah, I'd like the Rams to win that
Rams
division.
remaining schedule is the
They play the Jets, they play the Seahawks, and then they play the Cardinals. So they got 2 divisional games
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
to end the season, which
And
is
what
huge.
What about Seattle?
Well, we know Seattle week 16 plays the Rams. Let's see
Seattle's remaining schedule is Washington, home against the Rams,
Let's
and
go.
then at the 49ers. What happened?
My man Garrett from Iowa said Aaron Rodgers just had a rushing TD against the Lions, bro.
Let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
Detroit just gave up a rushing TD to Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly,
Embarrassing.
bro. Like, what?
That's amazing.
Yeah,
You love to see it.
Shout out your dad real quick.
Thank you, Dad. You're winning me in fantasy playoffs.
Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
Shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, so the Seahawks played the Washington football team, the LA Rams, and then the 49ers. So they also have interdivisional games, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, this is kind of how they've shaped that division to end for the
Always.
past 2 or 3 years, where
It's-
they
yeah.
always play each other like week 16 and 17.
Because the Cardinals used to upset the Seahawks like in 16 or 17 all the time.
And I'm like, the 49ers played the Seahawks one year, and it came down to week 17 on the
Mhm.
1 yard. Like, bro, it's a whole bunch of shit. So
And the Cardinals play the Eagles, then the 49ers, then the Rams.
ultimately, I think the Rams are the most complete team. I don't think Jared Goff is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson in any way, shape, or form. Of course, he's the best quarterback in the division.
But
But
their defense, though.
exactly.
Yeah.
When you have Aaron, what's his name?
Aaron Donald in the
and-
middle, Michael Brockers. Their D-line is solid.
and Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey on the backside, locking their shit up. And, yeah, Jared Goff just isn't messing around. He's not messing shit up. Cam Akers. They got 2 starting running backs, basically, because Darrell Henderson can go for 100. Cam Akers went for $172 on the Patriots.
Receivers that want to block and are
Yeah,
good
bro.
route
Cooper
runners
Kupp
as
is
well.
like, I'm a bigger Wes Welker. That's it.
Yeah.
Just give me the ball.
Yeah.
And shit, like they're just the most complete team. DK and Tyler Lockett, of course, better receivers than Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods, but
Mhm.
So are we
it's
picking-
just I can't ask Jamal Adams to be the sole defense and Bobby Wagner to be the sole defense of the Seahawks. They
So-
can't do it all.
So Trill, are you picking the Rams to win the division?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think Seattle will come out the division, but like placing a bet on the Rams that are probably the underdog, it'll be nice money, and it's very possible to happen.
Yeah, and right now
With the Rams
the
winning that.
Seahawks are beating the Jets 37-3. It's a massacre right now.
I would hope so. I heard a very wild stat about the Jets. They lead the league this year with the 7th straight game of scoring on their opening possession.
Yep, that's true.
Just think about that, bro. Like, you score, and then they're also the worst scoring offense in the NFL. So you just score the first drive. That's it.
Another wild stat I
They
heard.
did that today too. They hit a field goal.
The Bengals went for it. They've gotten
Bruh,
4th
18.
down 18. Yes, I'm sorry. 18
I
fourth down
heard that
conversions.
shit, and I was like, why are you going on it for
19
fourth down
is the
so
record.
much? I'm like, why are you so desperate? But then
That's how many
again,
times they got it in a row?
No, not in a row. They've converted for
Yeah.
18 fourth down this year.
Yeah.
19 is the record.
And they went
That's-
for it, and they folded.
Now they had 17 coming in the day, and they got 18.
they got it to T.
Mm.
Higgins on a slant, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I was
next
like,
week they for sure. As soon as it's
Yeah.
4th and 1, they're like, yeah, let's go.
That's crazy. 2 terrible offenses.
I thought that Tampa game was going to be a lot better. I'll say that much.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson was supposed to go for a nice 20 piece, but it's all good. JJ, go get your rookie of the year. Won't get a fantasy championship from me,
Sick.
but it's all good. It's all good. One more division I wanted to look at. You can pull up their schedules real quick. The AFC South.
To me, I mean, I know why
AFC?
we're looking at it, but it's a 2-team race ultimately.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both of them entered today, 8-4 or 8-5, one or the other.
Yeah, Tennessee's 9-4 now.
And the Colts are playing. Do we have a score update on that Colts versus Raiders game?
Let's check.
27-20 Colts.
Go.
Exactly.
12
so
minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Jonathan Taylor just got to get 80-yard run, then we good.
He got 21 points right now.
Yeah,
They got the ball. He can do
14
that. He can do that.
T.Y. Hilton finally came alive with 5 for 86 and 2 touchdowns.
T.Y. Hilton's like, bro, I'm about to take us to the playoffs in December. Watch this.
Yep.
Watch this. Y'all young boys, do it for every other month.
What this here, young boy?
When it comes time to crunch time, just give me the ball. Finna get open. It's real simple. Yeah, 2-team race. I'll look at the Titans' schedule first because I feel like their team is the overall better team to me. I think that Phillip Rivers is the worst quarterback of the two. Obviously, Derrick Henry's the better running back.
Definitely.
And I think A.J. Brown, at this point, is the best receiver in the division. I don't see anyone else who's better than him in that division.
Diop ain't in the division no more, so that is true.
Exactly. I had to think about that.
Titans remaining schedule. Next week, they play home against the Lions, at the Packers, and then at the Texans.
Well, I see 1 L.
Jonathan Taylor so far is at 14 rushes, 125 yards.
He needs 200.
Oh, my God.
Garrett from
14
Iowa would
rushes?
like to let you know.
He needs
Yep.
220.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Jesus Christ. That gave
I
me
need
brain blast right
320.
there.
Do you want to hear the remaining schedule? I think that's what you were gonna ask the Colts.
Yes, the Colts, because, I mean,
The Colts play the Texans next week, then the Steelers, then the Jags.
oh, yeah, they
That's
got it.
2-1.
Yeah, they losing to the. Honestly, they can beat the Steelers, and of
Mhm.
course, I would want them to, but
Probably not.
I
Yeah,
don't see it
it's
getting,
not
getting
gonna
the job done.
So they would have to win out because the Titans probably next week getting a W against the Lions.
Honestly, I look at that like a trap game, no cap.
Okay, I can see that being a trap game because got to be ready for Aaron Rodgers. If they lose those two, is probably gonna come down to that.
You said
last
what?
game. I said if they lose their next two,
What about Aaron Rodgers on the?
You got to be looking forward to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, that's a
gotta be ready.
that's a L for them.
Yeah, you can't just not be ready for Aaron Rodgers.
They can be ready, but it's a L.
True.
Like it doesn't matter.
That
We're getting the number 1 seed.
is nothing
What if
but
they
facts.
decide to run the ball on y'all, though?
Oh,
Aaron has to throw for 400 yards.
Okay.
he has a parlay.
Oh my God! I just realized that this man Derrick Henry. We're gonna play Derrick Henry. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, Fred. Y'all have the
That's
worst.
that's too
Bro, we
fitting.
running
can't
defense in
stop
the
the
league.
run. Like I don't.
He
know
finna
what
look
it
at them
is.
linebackers and be like,
Cookies
I'm eating
Jerry
all
T
day long.
is in the red zone.
Oh my God, bro, Jonathan Taylor, if you get a touchdown, bro,
JT, if you get 2 more touchdowns somehow, because the fourth quarter just started.
yeah, that okay. See that's that wild statement. I just need you to get some more points. Keep moving the ball forward, doing all that positive
Sanders
shit.
has 19
Nigga,
points.
I need 2 touchdowns. I'm sorry.
We almost had it, Willie. Because that would have put the projection.
If
Before we
you
wrap
didn't
it
have a
up.
good fantasy week, we apologize. If you had a great fantasy week, let us know. Hit us up. Show us your squad.
Raheem Mostert, he been.
Fuck him, bruh.
I think he's been the most injured healthy player I've ever seen in a season. Like he had a MCL sprain, he had all
He's
types of shit,
trash.
bruh. Ankle injuries, shoulder injury, but the man is a track star, and when they healthy, he looked like a great running back. I don't get it. Fuck the 49ers, bruh.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick. I'm tired.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a real facts or crack question.
What's up,
Is Jimmy G back next year?
Jimmy
Like,
Garoppolo? I told you he gonna be on the
healthier
Patriots
with
next
the
year.
49ers.
Is he a 49er next year?
I told you he gonna be on the Patriots next year.
I
Couple
feel
weeks
like
ago.
the 49ers would explore moving on.
Because I'm just like, bruh, at this point, if you could finish above 500 with Nick Mullins, why do I need Jimmy G, bruh?
That's honestly 100% facts.
Like, I don't need Jimmy G at this point. I could trade him, get another first-round pick.
Carson Wentz? No,
Hell nah.
No? Okay.
You just basically
That's cool.
picking up the same contract at this point.
that's cool. That's cool.
For a worse player.
That's
For
a
a worse
fact.
player.
That's a fact, bruh.
For a worse player. Kyle Trask?
If you get that other first-round pick.
Don't
Yeah.
sleep on Kyle Trask in this draft.
I promise you, it's going to sound insane, but due to COVID, this draft is going to be one of the deeper drafts in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. No, it really is.
But yeah, I feel like that's it.
Yes, sir. As always, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo,
Huh.
MBF_Trill.
Whoopsie.
CHEEZ_0 everywhere.
at Only a Mono on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment.
We're available
Put
everywhere.
the bell notification and NBF_podcast, and then on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Nothing but facts all together.
We're available everywhere.
Icon Network, Unwrap Sports,
JTTD.
Nothing but facts. Poor America.
JTTD.
Oh shit! But
God
we
is
didn't start
good.
Miles Sanders, bro.
God is good.
We didn't start
God
Miles-
is.
Now only needs 60 points from Lamar Jackson.
Willie, do you realize?
God is good.
Willie, we're
I
gonna,
don't want to realize anything. I
we're
don't
gonna
know now.
lose because we didn't start Miles Sanders.
That's sick.
I